Welcome to another episode of Butterfly Blackout. I'm your host, Emily, along with Jeff and Truth.
Hello.
I do not feel sorry for you if you're a Lakers fan. I could have told you so, but it is what it is. I heard it was a very good game. I take pride in knowing that the Lakers lost. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Now on to football.
Ouch. Ouch.
Anyways. Mail-in ballots. Did you vote yet? I got mine. I put it in the first envelope, put it in the second envelope, and then I put it in the little box. Not the mailbox, the other box, the special box that's marked red and blue for the ballots. You did too?
I just got mine. My father had my ballot. That's why I couldn't find it.
Oh.
Yeah, don't name your kids Junior or after yourselves.
Okay, so have you opened it yet?
Yeah.
Okay, what were your 3 questions? Do we have the same 3 questions?
No, some of yours are specific. I had
really?
the soldier. I had the soldier question.
Okay, the soldier question was, should veterans that were not actively in a war receive housing credit? Then they were asking, the next question was, I remember what the third question was.
What was
the next question was about legalizing marijuana. And then the third question was about the census. So should they push back because people haven't filled them out? I said no. You know why? It's not our problem. Everybody been had the census way before coronavirus. Okay, if y'all ain't fill it out, clearly you wasn't trying to fill it out.
True.
So who cares? If they didn't fill it out, oh well. Because don't penalize everybody else for filling it out. We already did it. We tired of hearing about it. So count the ones that you got and move on. What's wrong with that? And then wait till the next census comes around, and then maybe people will learn.
Because they're not getting the funding that they want.
That's not my problem. Again, that's not my problem. You wasn't really going to get that funding. Let's be honest. What are they going to help you with that they haven't helped you with before? Like, I just found out that the kids, every child is supposed to get, like, I think $400 in food stamps.
Eligible for, yes.
Yes.
I
didn't know about that.
That was sent out in the school thing. If your kids went to a public school, I don't know. Public
there
school
we
was
go.
sent there.
So our school sucks because, and we're in Newark, because they didn't tell us. And nobody knew. So I found out from another parent who found out from another parent. And it was like, so what's the malfunction? Like, I often wonder, I understand that teachers go through a lot. I understand that they have a hard time, being at home, rolling out of bed, turning on their laptops, and facing these kids and the parents. But what's the malfunction? Okay? I understand that many of you administrators that attend schools, work in schools, you do the same thing. You just roll out of bed. Half of you are not really at school. It's really the cafeteria people and the security guards that are at the schools because they got to distribute food. I go and pick up the food, right? They on point. Now, let me tell you about the pickup system for the food. I'm okay with it. They have breakfast and lunch for the kids.
Right.
For the whole well, actually, it's more than just the school week. It goes into the weekend.
They do weekends?
Well, the amount of food that I get goes into the weekend.
You have abundance.
And I only have one.
Gotcha.
It's insane. So then they also give you a box of vegetables and fruits.
Oh, that's cool.
So you walk out with 2 boxes, one with fruits and one with vegetables.
Nice.
That's cool.
I'm like, this big old bag, a sack of potatoes. My mom was like, she's about to make some potato salad.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We forever eating asparagus. I'll be roasting them left and right. They got, the peppers look delicious. The onions look delicious. They have lettuce. The freaking, what do you call it? Tomatoes?
I'm kind of mad we ain't doing that up here.
Hold on.
Yo,
Let's
how
talk
come
about
Bergen
them
County
tomatoes.
is not doing that up here? Yeah.
Like, you can eat that as a little snack and get your snack on because they so good.
You got the small ones?
Yeah.
Oh, the cherry one.
They
Yeah,
are
nice.
so good.
Those are nice.
And then lots of lemons, lots of limes, and plenty of avocados.
Cool. That's good because we're not offering that up here. I wish we were.
They should.
I wish we
I
were.
was like, no, because, somebody may need it more than me.
Nah,
I
take it.
was like, let me go down here and see what they got to offer. You know what I'm saying? Milk. They give you chocolate and, I was about to say vanilla, chocolate and white milk.
I was like, yo, they really are bored. I'm going down to Newark. I don't know what y'all talking about.
So they had that, and my kid loves chocolate milk, right? But the doctor told him that he has to drink a lot of milk anyway.
Okay.
So this is perfect. So I don't have to be spending my money getting all this milk, and here they giving it to me. They give me a lot of milk.
That's good.
And
man.
I'm like, y'all must know my kid, because y'all just be giving me a lot, and I keep saying only one.
That's what's up.
And then, let's see. They, like I said, limes, lemons. They have grapes. They have cantaloupe.
Wow.
Yo, did they partner with somebody? Newark must have partnered with somebody to be giving all that
I have
out.
no idea, but I was like, yo, this is nice. It's
Well,
really
hold up.
good.
Well, shout out for Roz then, huh? Shout out for Roz. You was
Yeah.
come on.
And
Give him a plate of potato salad.
they did hire Aramark to do the food.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, the school did.
Yeah.
So now that they have Aramark, the food is actually quite tasty.
Right,
because
right.
they have a lot of frozen dishes that you just put into like the toaster or the oven
Yes.
and you heat up. And it's not bad. It's really good.
That's
Eats,
what's
my
up,
kid
man.
eats it. So I was quite surprised.
That's what's up.
And like I said, it's so much food that I really don't have to go shopping
yeah.
because he has his breakfast and he has his lunch.
Yo, shout out to that school.
Now, when we do dinner, I ordered from, it's not HelloFresh, it's Fresh somebody. Whatever. I ordered from a company, right?
The
They're not
frozen meals?
sponsoring us.
The portioned out meals. Or you cook 'em?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got 4 days of Power Plant Foods. Okay?
Okay.
So I was like, let's change our diet, start eating like the plants, plant-based, whatever. But I realized talking to these two, my mother and my son, that I have to introduce slowly.
Why?
Because they're picky eaters. Like,
Okay.
I mentioned you
Okay.
want something, and they like, ooh, what is that? My son said every time you in the kitchen and I see some smoke, I know I ain't going to like it. I'm like, what is that? So I burned the chicken one time. Why are you so, like, what is that?
No.
It was one time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I feel
Went
for
from
him.
cheeseburgers to eggplant.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly. He was like, yo, that don't even cook the same.
That's too drastic.
Like, yo, that frying don't even sound right. What are you talking about? I'm good, ma.
y'all wrong. So wrong. Anyway, so we had this tofu dish. Okay. So everything was portioned out.
Okay.
Now it's for 2 people, but for whatever reason, I was able to divide it into 3, and everybody was full. So I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay, good.
And I had the tofu, I had to season, and everything is like right there. So it's not much that you have to do. Just follow the instructions.
Yes.
And I forgot how much I missed it because I used to do Blue Apron. Do Blue Apron for 2 months. 2 months. Then go back to eating how you used to eat. You'll notice a difference. You'll realize that everything you was eating with Blue Apron, it was all fresh. And then you'll realize you don't feel the same because everything was fresh.
I get that.
Now, with this company that I got, they had it called for carrots. They already chopped up the carrots.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, y'all bad."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to do that.
Blue Apron did that too. Oh no, they
No,
didn't.
they gave you
the whole carrot.
They gave you
That's
the whole
right.
carrot. This
And
one,
then
they
you had,
chopped
like,
up them carrots.
And then you had 3 recipes to use that whole carrot in. I was so mad. Yeah.
So then, no.
Blue Apron?
Not my Blue Apron.
Oh, my Blue Apron did that. I was like,
No.
oh no.
No, because everything was like portioned correctly.
Yeah.
So the way they do it, everything is in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
So you have, like with Blue Apron, everything was just labeled.
Yes, and that's what I hated it. Yeah.
But this company, when I opened the box, everything had a bag.
Okay.
So I just took out the bag. So when I was ready for the meal, I just picked the meal and I take the bag and everything comes out. So I did have to chop up the greens and the chives, but it was amazing. I mean, that part makes you feel like you were chef because you chop and stuff. But I was like, okay, got my family to eat tofu. Ben sit here frowning. I'm like, Ben, you had tofu before. Duh.
I didn't even know it. Yeah, see?
I tricked him and he didn't know it. Now, he does like mushrooms.
Okay.
Don't ask me how that happened. I cooked something with mushrooms and onions and he ate it and he was like, yo, this is life. I was like, ooh, my child said that? But yeah, it was like really good. So back to mail-in ballots. So if you register at the Division of Elections,
Yes.
you could track your ballots. Now, it could say it was delivered. I don't know if it was counted. They could just be saying that. But like I said, I know how I voted. But if you feel like voting, make sure you go and vote. If you don't feel like voting, then don't vote. But don't worry if people keep saying vote or die. Why do we keep saying vote or die? That is so annoying to me. Every election year is vote or die. Seriously? I mean, yeah, vote or die. Because if Biden gets in, we all going to hell. I'm just putting it out there like that.
So we obviously know how your vote went.
No, you don't know how my vote went. I looked at it. I looked at all the candidates.
You making these statements?
I make a lot of statements. I looked at all the candidates.
Or did you pick the third party
And
candidate?
I was looking at all these names. I did not know who they were.
The third party? You didn't know who the third party was?
No, there was a whole bunch of names.
The people running under Democrat under the certain things, the people running under Republican under the certain things, and then you had the independent parties. Bang, 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 that went out.
No, mine was different. Mine was everything. Yeah. There's a whole lot of people running for president. It's like you pick.
But that's what I told you. That's why I asked the crazy question. Make sure you track it now. Can I put it in just any box, or should it be the box where where they know I'm registered under this town?
No, what I'm telling you, inside the envelope, it actually said for your convenience.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Any location.
I saw that too, but I'm
So-
like, oh, I know that old trick. I tried that before.
So I'm like, we're right there. I'm on a border, so why wouldn't I can go anywhere I
feel
want
you.
to? Because
I
I feel
feel
like
you.
it's for everybody's convenience. If you can't get to a box, listen, I don't want people seeing me vote. So I know who half of these people were. I saw somebody putting Kanye West's name, and I was like, dang, I should have done that too, right? But I didn't do that.
You know better. Come on, man.
I ain't do that.
Come on.
So I voted, and I answered the 3 questions. It was a yes or no. And so I answered appropriately. And that was it. So if you want to track your votes, register at Division of Elections and get your track on. Now, Newark had Mayor Ross Baraka had a 2020 State of the City address. I tried to listen to the whole thing. I really couldn't.
Why? I'm asking why.
I just couldn't.
He was like melancholy.
First of all, he came out with his son.
Okay.
He got a mask on. His son don't have a mask on. I was like, why are you coming out here with your son now? He had like this. You had to fast forward. It was on YouTube. You had to fast forward to like 15 minutes in to actually get to the speech because I ain't got time for all that extra stuff that they do in the beginning. Like, the singing, and I don't have time for all that. I just need for you to just address the people. You know what I mean?
She said this. Come on, bro. Come on.
So he talked about what he did during COVID-19. Talked about the water crisis.
Okay.
He said, why is Newark stronger? Why is Newark leading? The city was on a comeback. They educated residents by keeping them safe, maintain our workforce, maintain hiring freezes. Had a food program distribution across the city, giving out food gift cards. I remember they gave out the food gift cards, but I also remember people saying how they didn't get them. Like, they called the offices and, because he has a ghetto staff and, they're not 100%. So then they had a video presentation and, this one person was talking about how, they praised the mayor for showing up on Facebook every day to give, updates. I'm like, well, what are you praising for? We're in the middle of a crisis. That's kind of his job. He's got to update the people. That's the least he can do.
But he could have disappeared like your boy Corey, like you blaming Corey for. Who didn't disappear?
But why do you have to say he's my boy, though? Like,
because you constantly went on Corey watch for like 2 shows.
Because ain't nobody seen or hear from him.
He's been on YouTube doing the same thing. I just found that out. He's been there doing video things from his apartment. Or whatever, I don't know, house apartment.
Yeah, you
whatever
don't even know where he at.
But we know where he at on YouTube.
But at least I know if Baraka be out in these streets, at least I know he in the gym.
No, he in the backyard with his trainer. That's what you
know.
know.
No, he's not in the backyard.
He's
actually in the gym with his trainer. But I know where he is. Cory Booker, don't nobody know where he is unless he wants you to know where he is because he's about that celebrity lifestyle. Small business owners, have you seen Cory Booker? Has he stopped by to talk to y'all to see what they could do to help fund you?
Does he need to?
What you mean, does he need to?
Does he need? I'm being honest. Does he
not represent Jersey?
He don't have to go to the stores and talk to them.
Why not?
Because they can address his office, and maybe his people aren't so ghetto, which they aren't. And they can leave a correct message and say, "Hey, I have such and such problem. Please give me your answers on such and such and such." And he could jump back on his YouTube stream and maybe answer that.
When his opponent Rick Mehta, went to his Newark office, the guy at the door said he ain't see Cory Booker in months.
That's one dude. I need
that
everybody.
Dude wasn't missing no paychecks. All right, what you talking about?
Cory don't be writing the checks. Cory don't write the checks. That come from a whole different funding. But I get you.
Anyway, so they had a nice video presentation. He talked about. Oh, this is why I stopped watching.
Why?
He talked about how they were able to help undocumented immigrants get driver's license. That's when I turned it off.
Oh.
I'm still trying to figure that part out. I get it, but I don't get it. So basically, you want undocumented immigrants to have driver's license so they can register to vote, so they can help out the Democrats.
Yep.
Okay. Then y'all get mad when people say help make America great again and be all about putting Americans first because Americans want the rights to be first and immigrants second because, hey, we're all here. We want to make sure we get something out of nothing. But, hey, you know what? Never mind. Just go ahead. Undocumented workers, people, y'all stay undocumented. Get rid of ICE. Why do you have ICE if y'all are undocumented?
Well, ICE has limitations that they can work through.
ICE spy. Because half y'all know that they're undocumented and y'all let them keep working. So if that's the case, then don't call them undocumented. Get rid of the terminology of undocumented.
Well, they don't call them undocumented. The people hiring them don't call them undocumented. We differentiate because they don't pay taxes.
Well, then start making them pay taxes then.
Well, that was not Pelosi's, Schumer's thing in New York because we mimic what New York does.
So make undocumented workers pay taxes, okay, and then we won't call them undocumented, and then they can receive stimulus checks.
I got a mission for you, and it's just what you said. You write that into Cory Booker to make that a law. You should do that. Mr. Booker, can you please we'll give them every license, certificate, whatever they want to get, but we'll have them pay some type of fee or tax from the person hiring them or the company hiring them. You know what I mean? They'll pay right out of that fund, and we'll do that. We'll have oh man, I just forget it. I just got my point in the head. But you know what? You make them write it a law. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Why would you say that would be awesome?
Because the main issue that nobody was bringing up, that Trump he couldn't put it eloquently. Wow, excuse my tongue. Was that the country is hemorrhaging money? It's not so much that they're coming and stealing jobs; is that when they work tax free, they're not spending their money in this country. They're usually sending 75% of it to another country.
Right. I mean, the reason
So,
why
but
Trump
that
can't
was
say
never
that,
brung up.
can't say it cleanly, is because his focus, which really should be everyone's focus, is Americans. Like, his number one focus would be the American people.
Right.
Period.
Right, but he was.
They're mad at him because he doesn't have sympathy for immigrants or illegal immigrants. But again, he is the president of what?
America.
Right. So he has to worry about Americans first.
But we
so
keep,
when he
but,
says keep America great
when
again, he's saying keep Americans great.
but when we keep making rules like this, and so this
Right.
gets passed, they're one step away from being American. It just honorary. You get what I'm saying? And once that, guess what? I fall under his rules. So, but the thing is, if he needed a good team and a new I forget cabinet to write
Right.
that in. Because that's the thing. And they will never say that the money is hemorrhaging. Because guess what? When the economy fails, they're going to lose faith in Trump. And that's the main thing.
Oh well, they've been losing faith in Trump. At this,
I'm talking about his supporters, not the diehards, but the big wealthy
the supporters
supporters.
are losing faith in him.
Yeah.
They're 100 right now. They're out there marching. Well, they're marching for Blue.
Blue Lives Matter.
Is it Blue Lives Matter or
That's the police, the one that's saying the police matter.
Yeah, so I guess it's Blue Lives Matter. They're out there supporting the police right now, and I think they're in D.C. I believe.
Could be.
A nice crowd. It's thousands of people are out there.
I believe it.
So let's switch gears. Dancing with the Stars. So it's week 4. They had some controversy.
Knew you was gonna get into that.
Already?
Oh, yeah, they
Jesus.
got some controversy. So Nelly danced the Paso Doble to All I Do Is Win, 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 no matter what, by
Yeah.
DJ Khaled. And he really didn't do much dancing. Like, he had the upper body, but the lower body wasn't really moving. I'm like, Nelly, come on. This is like week 4. Sir, what are we doing? Anne Heche. She danced the Paso Doble. I found her difficult to look at. I don't know if something happened to her face, but it just wasn't. It's like, you needed Pepto-Bismol to help look at that. You know what I mean?
We should have got a face picture. We should have got a face picture.
Then we had AJ McLean and his partner Cheryl Burke. They danced a cha-cha to the Backstreet Boys' Larger Than Life.
Oh.
What was awesome about this is that he did a solo routine with his bandmates, and they were virtual. So they were virtual behind him, and he was dancing all the moves. That was exciting. Okay? I was like, shoot, damn. Y'all couldn't test them and have them come and perform? Come on now. Then we had Johnny Weir, the figure skater.
Mm-hmm.
He and his partner, Britt, she's like the first black professional dancer on the show.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. They danced to jive to Crocodile Rock by Elton John. That's the one was like, la, 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 la.
Mm-hmm.
So, first of all, I had to watch it twice because I was like all in my head with the loud parts. So I forgot to watch him. So then I had to go back. And I was like, wait, that was like a really good dance.
Ah,
I was like, yo, not for nothing, he should have been getting like 9s. Because every dance that she choreographs, she specifically does it for him. Like, she knows him. It's like meant for him.
But that's
And
how it
he
should be.
executes it very well. He's not the greatest dancer, but he executes it. And I love the way that he puts his emotions into his dance. So, with that being said, he got all 8s.
Cool.
So, what the hell? This is why I hate the judges. You can't give nobody props. I'm like, damn. It's not perfect, but you couldn't give that man a 9. I mean, first of all, for song choice, because I was like, you got a 9 based off of that. That fit him perfectly.
Yeah.
Then I'm sitting here watching these two and y'all in sync, and I'm like, damn, sir. I mean, you ain't giving him 8s because he's flamboyant. Is that the reason? I'll go there.
Wow.
Then we're going to move on to Justina Machado. She's the plus size one on the show. Her partner, Sasha. They danced the salsa to Q Viva La Vida by Winston on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, she's just a beauty to watch. She is entertaining as F, okay? And they did a move where he had to pick her up
Yeah.
and spin her around, and it was flawless because I just told you she's the plus size chick on the show. Okay? That whole entire routine should have been nothing but tens. Just because it was exciting, just because he picked her up. All right? And he was able to toss her around the way he was. That was strength. It was exciting. She executed it. She looked beautiful, and she was amazing. She got all 8s. So now you coming for the big girls, too? Y'all feel threatened. This is what the judges do. Because they rather see other people advance versus people like Justina versus people like Johnny Weir.
Gotcha.
Why? Because they have their favorites, and those two are not their favorites. They're going to have Johnny Weir win? No. Justina? I'm sorry, a few seasons ago, you had Amber Riley. Yeah, she's a plus-size girl. She got that big girl energy. Album just dropped. And guess what? She won. She did that damn thing. So why can't Justina get her props? I bet.
Fair enough.
So don't forget you had Jenny Mai. She was okay, but she had a little slip-up. Then who's that girl from Disney? The young lady from Sky Jackson.
Yeah.
She's from Disney, so she dedicated her dance to the late Cameron Boyce.
Oh, okay.
From
That's cool.
Disney. That was
nice.
a tearjerker, but she received her first 10. I wonder why.
Was the dance really good, though? Was she in sync? Did it look good?
Yeah, but at the same time,
Okay.
so did Johnny. So did Justina.
So in your opinion,
Justina should have gotten a 10.
it wasn't better than Johnny or Justina.
Everybody had no. Everybody had a different dance.
Yes,
but
yes.
it wasn't. I'm not gonna say hers was better than the other two. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Yeah.
I was having fun with Justina. I was still on the whole la 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 la, and then it got real serious. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, what are we doing here? But see, they crooked anyway. Now, bottom 2. I was already for Anne Hayes should go home because
were.
I told you need a Pepto-Bismol for that. Or what's the other one that they have that's green? Mylanta? Either one to look at her because it's her face. Like, when she started the whole dance routine, I was like, chick, the face. Like, what is wrong with your face? Ain't nobody... You know how you have a team of people and somebody's there to tell you the truth?
Yeah.
What happened to that person?
Yeah.
They told you one too many truths? And I couldn't get past that. I was like, I don't know what it is, but y'all couldn't even make her look female. Like, it was just something was off. And I couldn't deal with it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so harsh, but I just wish she looked in the mirror and really practiced her facial expressions.
Maybe she's focused on the steps. Some people, you don't have to hyper-focus.
Go look up the dance and watch the first part of her dance. The very beginning. You're going to be like, what the heck is wrong with her face?
But that's why I can't dance salsa. Because I'm like, 1, 2, 3, and I'm in my
No,
head. And I'm like, oh.
no.
I'm on 7, and it's
In
not
fact,
there.
when all this COVID is over, we should have a dance because I'm like so into it. We should have a dance competition hosted by
a dance competition?
We get like, I don't know, somebody to host it. Truth could do the DJ mixing and stuff like that, and then you could be a dancer. I could be a dancer.
You want to do professional dances though, or just dancing?
Local professional dancers.
No, I'm saying you want to do like professional dance. So I'm doing the cha-cha. You doing the,
we're gonna
the
learn,
peso.
yeah.
Okay.
Competition.
Not just freestyling. Like I'm
No,
boogie.
and then we get like a trophy. Yeah, I'm so serious. Have people donate costumes.
Oh, you want the whole dress up?
Well, we have to have a costume, so we'll probably learn like 3 dances with the same, costume, like they do with the professionals. You have to, just 3 dances, and we'll have the judges. He'll provide the music. You know what I mean? And we'll get the dancers, locals from New York, New Jersey.
Not bad.
Have people pay tickets to see us. It'd be like, a charity event, and we'll figure out the charity of truth. I don't know. What?
Dancing with Butterfly.
Oh, that would be great.
Sounds dope, though. It does sound dope.
So then, let's see. The bottom 2 were. Here's the drama, ladies and gentlemen. So Tyra Banks is the host.
Can I just say one thing right there? She looked hideous in that brown dress.
She looked fat.
Yeah.
And
But that's what I mean by
I would
hideous.
never want to call a woman fat, but
That
I'm going to
looks-
say fat because that wasn't the outfit for her, and I'm not even sure why they put her in that outfit. It didn't look right on her.
Even with the hair, it's like
And
they
I
tried
don't
to
know
make
why
her
the hair
ride.
was like that either. So I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all are some hating people. You want her to look bad. That's what that is. Y'all hating. And I'm mad at Tyra for even letting them do that to you, girl. Don't let them do that.
You know what?
I hope you come back for another season, but it don't look like it after that night because you had 3 couples left. Now she's the host. Pay attention. There are only 2 at the bottom 2, but she had 3 couples. And then she read that Anne and Vernon were in the bottom 2.
Mm-hmm.
But then she realized that there were 3 couples left on the dance floor. And the third couple, the one was Chriselle Strauss. She's the actress from Selling Sunset, and she never called her name. Then she said, hold up, there was a mix-up. The actual bottom 2 were Anne and Monica. And Monica is the cheer head coach. So you had 3 couples up there, Anne, Chriselle, and Vernon. On your card, you read that Anne and Vernon were the bottom 2, but didn't realize that there were 3 couples up there. Then you looked up and saw that there were 3 couples. Then you said it's live TV. She kept saying it was live TV. Live TV, we're all human. Then she said, well, have her come back up here because we made a mistake. So the bottom 2 were Anne and Monica. Now, I'm not the smartest person because she kept saying she was just reading off the cards.
Right.
2 + 3. Now, if you going down the cards and you notice that Chriselle's name wasn't mentioned, wouldn't you have said something? Why are you just going by the cards?
You can't say anything on because it's live TV because you need to make it sound natural and keep flowing. So if the cards say 2 are there and you looking over and you're like,
that's not
3.
what happened. She was like reading off of her cards,
Yeah.
and then she clearly said Anne and Vernon, and then
Right.
she looked up and she said, "Oh wait, there are 3." Like, how do you not know that there's another person there that you did not call? And then turn around, it was Anne and Monica, but then they voted out Anne.
Okay. Think a fair choice?
Next to go should be Nelly, and Nelly didn't even look happy that his name was called. So I'm like, sir, why did you do this? Like, he's annoying. I can't stand celebrities. I can't stand when people give you a little bit of light to shine and then you want to act like a brat. Go sit down with yourself. If you don't want to be a part of it, then leave. Because that's not fair to his partner who's busted her ass to make you look good.
Yeah. Here's a question. Do you think he should have partnered with the first black girl?
No, they don't do it that way.
No, I'm saying outside of it. Do you think he should have?
No.
Like she would have been able to give him
Hell
better
no, because
dances
the
or
no,
get him a better
'cause
routine?
She's good, but hell
But
no.
that's what I'm saying.
She and homeboy, they fit.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
If she can make somebody this,
No.
she would have made him look phenomenal.
Because
right?
No, because the partner that Nelly has, that chick is good.
I'm not saying she's bad. I know
like,
she's good.
He got it good.
Right.
That's why he shouldn't be having those sad faces. Not only is she a freaking fan of his, but I mean, like, yo, you could have taken this. If you just let her do what she got to do, you really could win this competition based off of your charismatic personality and whatever you call yourself doing. You really could have won. Because you could have, I mean, when you smile, you look kind of cute. But then again, that whole Southern grammar he got going, I don't understand him.
St. Louis, man.
Huh?
It's St. Louis.
I don't care. Anyway, so let's go to Pelosi. So Pelosi put forth the 25th Amendment proposal. She's saying this is an article that, removes the president if the president is not of sound mind. She said this is not about President Trump. He will face the judgment of the voters, but he shows the need for us to create a process for future presidents. This legislation applies to future presidents, but we are reminded of the necessity of action by the health of the current president. In other words, in plain English, Biden, if you are elected to be the next president, sir, I don't think you understand this or know this, but they're coming for you. So you'll be in office for maybe a month before they decide to roll out the 25th and make Kamala the president. So,
You said a month.
sir, if ain't, I don't know who you got in your corner, but you better find a real one to sit you down and let you know. Because she said right here, this is not about President Trump. No, sir, this is about you. I mean, because what you going to remove Trump for? I mean, we get ready to vote. November is on its way over here. But now you want to put this in place. Biden, you better find a friend that you push to the side and get on the low and have a conversation and find out what's really going on, because they using you, bruh. They using you.
No,
But don't take it from us. We just going to sit back and watch. I got popcorn. You got popcorn?
Always.
So I came across something that irritated my soul. Have you ever made a donation to the Working Families Party?
No,
Do you know what the Working Families Party is?
I do not. Until I saw this today. What is it? Please elaborate.
Sponsored by Act Blue. And you know they are funded, or they are working with the Democratic Party.
Okay.
Go figure. The Working Families Party is a grassroots, multiracial party of working people coming together across our differences to make our nation work for the many, not the few. We're electing the next generation of transformational leaders and building durable, independent, progressive power in communities across the country. But we can only do this together. Make a contribution to the Working Families Party today. Now, they are also known as the People's Charter. Now, you don't know about this?
Please keep enlightening me.
All right. So, the
Charter,
the People's Charter represents an aspirational but concrete agenda around which progressives can rally for COVID relief, jobs and health care for all, police reform, and bold action on climate. The 5 sections are as follows: care for the wronged, repair historic harms, and end systemic racism. Emergency care, help everyone get and stay well, and support workers, families, and small businesses as long as it takes. A good job for everyone who needs one. Working people can't wait years for jobs to come back. We need millions of jobs now. Care for each other. Address the deficiencies in how our government cares for us that the pandemic has revealed. Care for the future. Act now to make us all more resilient to challenges we know we have to confront. Sponsored by the radical left. Thoughts?
They got really tall goals, and they're very vague. They want donations too?
Act Blue. Make your contribution today.
Yo, where'd you find this?
Listen, I stumbled upon it, right?
Oh, my Lord.
So now that that's over, let's really get into what we're going to talk about.
Here it comes.
You ready?
Good.
Let's get this out my way. So I got the pleasure of watching the video like everybody else. Basically courtesy of TMZ. Well, we got to see the aftermath of the shooting that fatally took the life of Breonna Taylor. So we actually got to see the hallway. Let's forget everything that you know. Let's forget about the no-knock warrants. Let's forget about the ex-boyfriend in jail.
Okay.
Let's forget about Breonna's name on the warrant. Let's forget about Attorney General. Let's forget everything. Let's forget about racism. Let's forget everything. And
I'm
let's
with you.
talk about the facts.
I'm with you.
Okay. The fact. Breonna and her boyfriend were not in the bed. They were in the hallway. The hallway is very narrow because where her body was found, it was up against, I won't say the wall. So it was like slumped on the wall, on the floor. and her room was to her left.
Okay.
Okay? No other doors were open. So the only open door was the room to her left, her bedroom. So she was standing closest to the wall. Her boyfriend was standing right next to her, near the bedroom. Okay, so probably an opening of the bedroom. Cop comes in. Remember, said cop said he saw them in the hallway. Okay, well, when you walk in, you're looking right at them in the hallway.
Right.
Because her bedroom is down the hallway. And two, when you walk in, her bedroom's down the hallway to the right. Now, how she's looking at the officer and looking to the door, her bedroom would be to the left. Her boyfriend was standing on her left. Now, the boyfriend allegedly makes the first shot. Officer goes down. Now, I'm willing to bet that the next shot that came probably struck Brianna, which is why she probably never moved.
Right.
And then that's how she ended up getting shot several times.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, as for the boyfriend was never shot. So that leads me to believe he shot the cop and then he ducked back into the room. But if you're a protector, we have to protect black women. Wouldn't you grab your girl and push her into the bedroom? Like, I'm trying to figure out how you shooting, but then you got her to your right instead of making her go to the left. You're the one with the gun. Aren't you protecting her? But then when he was arrested on that same video, he mentioned that she was the one with the gun. She was the one shooting. Okay. Now I'm confused, sir. No, maybe I'm not confused. So if it's justified shooting, then that would make sense as to why you didn't get shot. Because she was the one with the gun. Right? That's what you said. Your girlfriend that you love so much, who's dead, you said that she had the gun. She shot.
Okay.
That makes sense as to why they shot her. Then you spoke to your lawyer and then you retracted and said that it was you that shot. Well, the AG said that he was the one that shot the officer. Okay, so we didn't find a gun on her that warranted her to be shot, so we're believing that she was unarmed.
Right.
Believing that it was Kenneth that shot because the AG said that he was the one that shot.
Right.
But again, how many times did he shoot? How many times did you hear a shot coming from their end of the hallway? Allegedly once.
Okay.
Does it warrant 16 shots being fired at their direction? Well, the answer would be no, because you only heard it once. And you would hear or think to listen for more shots. I understand that your partner was down, but you ain't hear no other shots.
Right.
There are 3 of you and 2 of them. Are we missing anything here? So if she's unarmed and you guys are veteran cops, right? You're veteran cops. She is unarmed. You're all trained to survey your situation before you shoot. You could see that she didn't have a gun. Or did she have a gun? Is there something you want to tell us that we don't know? Are we missing anything? Because if she didn't have a gun, then why would you shoot her? Because she didn't shoot anybody. She was actually a bystander. What are we missing? Forget everything else that you know. That's the question nobody's asking. If she didn't have a gun, and now that we see how tight that hallway was, very tight.
Right.
And if he shot the boyfriend, Kenneth, if he shot that first shot and then ducked into the bedroom, Kenneth, you didn't see fit to bring your girlfriend with you, or you thought that she was just behind you? Because then, I mean, aren't you guilty of killing her too? You left her out there. You put her in harm's way because you had the gun. Okay, now that's interesting. So, Breonna Taylor's family, this is a question for you. Given that you see the hallway and you see where the boyfriend was standing and you see that he was unharmed and he was taken in handcuffs unharmed, wouldn't wouldn't you file a lawsuit against the boyfriend? Because wouldn't you ask them to prosecute the boyfriend because the boyfriend had the gun? Don't you think that the boyfriend caused harm to Breonna Taylor? Why are we not going after the boyfriend? If we're in a house together and you have a gun and you're supposed to be protecting your family,
Okay.
but you duck out and save yourself, what does that mean? Were you protecting me or did you want to cause harm to me? It looks like you was trying to cause harm to Breonna.
Well, he was safety about himself.
So you was thinking about yourself, but you love her so much, but you was thinking about yourself. How much love? I guess, hey, what's love got to do with it, huh?
The relationship was still new.
Oh, the relationship was still new.
I don't know where you're going
so
with
why is the boyfriend not being prosecuted for her death as well? Because he didn't?
He didn't tell him, hey, fire 16 shots at her. The thing is, he protected himself when he allegedly, going by your story, ducked in the room. Because we don't know. It's all hearsay.
What do you mean? It's not hearsay.
It's hearsay, dude. That video was only after. And two,
it doesn't matter if it's after. You can see how tight that hallway was.
The hallway
see how
tight.
they were standing. What man wouldn't bring his girlfriend to tell her to get back? You just gonna let her stand there? You the one with the gun.
99.999% of men would let the next person die. They're 99.
Black man ain't shit. There we go.
99.99% of humans will let their children or anybody else's spouse die. If you look at any other serious situation when something goes down, you only worry about your child or spouse or whatever after the situation is cleared when you can get up. If somebody comes in here shooting, we all gonna duck. Troops maybe like duck down, and we're gonna check out the situation and see where it is.
I mean, it depends on the situations. Like, I've been shot at many times, so it's like.
And how many of your boys jumped on you? You get what I'm saying? Like, yo,
I'm talking about you and your girlfriend.
Maybe two.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, it's like you said, like.
Who are you
just
right now?
because people claim they love or they truly care, it's not until a problem or a massive situation happens where you can actually see how someone truly reacts.
Right.
So, and that's why I tell people, it's not what a person tells you, if they show you. Now, we got to remember, like, Kenneth and her ex-boyfriend are complete 180 of each other.
True. So
was she trying to start dating someone different? She was trying to get out of that life? Was he the rebound? It's a lot of other things we could really look into it, because them two guys are nothing alike. Yeah, one was street-bound, and the other one was all about safety and following the rules and regulations, a proper gun carrier. They're complete 180 of each other.
And?
No, I'm saying, so everything falls back on, again, how did they meet? Did he really care about her like that?
I guess he didn't care about her because I'm trying to figure out why you let her stay in the hallway and you the one with the gun. I'm thinking in my mind, if it was reversed, I would have told you to get into the bedroom because I'm the one with the gun, and if something pops off, I got this.
Well,
why am I going to let you stay there? Then you see that it is a cop because obviously he looks like a cop when he came in. You see him with the gun, you shoot, and then you go for cover and you leave her right there. You going to sit here and tell me that he didn't have anything to do with her being killed? He was the one who shot the fire. He's the one who shot the gun.
That still has nothing to do. He didn't shoot her. And the thing, that's why I said.
But he caused it.
That's no.
What do you mean no?
No, he did not.
How he did not?
Because you just brought up that question. Does it warrant 16 shots in one direction? If I fire once, I don't care if you're around me or nobody's around me. The 16 shots, and this is why I said before when we had this argument, the AG did a great job. We'll never go to court to see here. 2, did we check gunpowder residue?
I haven't heard anyone say
I didn't hear anybody say that because his story from the video, she shot. I heard it too. Cool. That's the girl. Okay, that was her. She caused her own death. Case closed. Enough said, right? No, we don't have that. He did it. Apparently, he went back and told another story. He did it. He told the story you just asked. My girl was over there sleeping in the bed when we went back with the attorney. Nah, bro. She was right here. The body's here. Something is wrong. The AG did a great job, and that's why they asked. That's why I forget the black attorney's name asked. What did you bring up?
Crump.
what did you bring up to see if we can bring this to trial? He brought up just enough so it'll be squashed. Don't need to worry about it. The officers get to walk free. The warrant holds. Everything stands. Everybody did their job the way it was. Another person gone. Under the rules of justice and society. The world is living as it is. That's why I asked before. Does any of this warrant death? Me pursuing you for whatever you did wrong, or even association by doing something wrong, and it ends up in death, it's okay. That's the end questions. They have rules to protect them if it does. If you magically die in the paddy wagon, oh well.
That makes no sense to me because, again, you have an officer who shot 16 times. You identified the officer that actually killed her. It's a tragic loss and a tragic accident. However, you want that same officer back on the street.
He will be. Oh, well, maybe, I don't know.
How
That street.
can I be
Not that street, but he'll go to another place.
He was never fired upon, but he shot 16 times and was never being fired upon.
He would definitely have to work a different route. Nothing near anybody of color.
A different precinct.
At the end of the day, this is what's wrong with America. You want to say greatest land, brave, free. You even tie in the immigration thing about it. It's all about finances. No one wants to be governor or senator for the kicks of it. All those people are multi-millionaires. Now, for this situation, it's one of those insurance things where, okay, do we recall it or do we wait till someone actually dies like Toyota did with that accelerator stuff? Because it was cheaper to wait for the deaths than to recall every single freaking vehicle. So from that situation, okay, we're going to give her the most money anyone has ever gotten, 12 mil, all right? Family, they'll have to be okay. Same thing with Gardner. Guy was never convicted, still on the streets. All right, we're going to give you a couple of $1 million. You're going to shut up.
He'll leave the precinct and he'll go work at another one. Maybe in New Jersey. I heard they hire him.
But you're going to put a man out there who is
Because
still, you don't have an explanation. Nobody gave an explanation as to why he thought he could fire 16 rounds and he was not being shot at.
But the best part is he don't need one. Under the law, he did his job. And his
How?
job does not work.
How did he do his job?
I returned fire.
Nobody shot him. Nobody was shooting. It was only one shot.
I know. This is why I get mad too. But you got to pick your argument point.
He heard one shot.
Right.
He didn't even assess the situation. You took
matter.
the shooter alive. You took the shooter alive. You did not cause harm to him. My dude was barefoot. You took him alive. 16 shots. Answer that damn question. Explain to me as an officer, you heard one shot. How did you return 16 rounds and nobody was shooting at you?
It's called training.
Yes, they don't have it.
You look at the lack of training. Look at the way they train their police officers.
Yeah,
Everything
it's
is
not a
center
military
mass.
training.
But they're freaking veterans.
No, they're not. See, you got to. This is where the wordplay kills people. What is a
They're
veteran?
not veteran cops?
What is a veteran cop? What is a
A seasoned cop, whatever. They've been under force how long?
So
They
what's a
haven't been
veteran?
in
That's
gunfire.
they never had gunfire. You had cops who've been on the beat for 40 years and never
Never pulled
touched their
their gun
gun,
out.
never fired it, never been in a chase.
Even
Never
if
been
you've
in
never
it.
shot a gun or you've never been
So,
fired upon, the fact remains is you only heard one shot.
But that's
you
the
ain't
point.
Here no more.
But that's the point. You don't know how to handle yourself in a firefight. So if these veteran cops did whatever years they did or seasoned, and they don't know how to handle it, they come into this situation. I hear one shot. And
But
I'm
you're
just-
looking at
and
the
I'm-
girl and she ain't shooting at you,
It
but
don't
you
matter.
still shooting.
And that's
what do you say? That doesn't make
that-
sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. You can't sit there and tell
We
me the law.
can't.
It doesn't make sense
We can't.
logically.
But listen, we can't make it make sense anymore because they'll never bring it to trial. And we never get to ask them those questions. So look, in the eyes of the law, they won. I did my job justified. You're right.
What
Now,
was the job?
to serve this warrant. Apprehend, if that was truly to
gonna hide
apprehend her.
behind
And that's what they're hiding
the word of
behind.
the
This is
law.
what I was trying to argue back before. So who was right? Do you feel they were right? Are we following the blue code? The cops are always right with this
No,
law?
we're not following any code. The issue, we have an issue out there. The issue is, I want to know from the cop, who did he think was firing at him? Because you shot 16. Let's go again.
I'm
ready?
with you.
Ready? Because there had to be a gap before they came in shooting again. So I'm gonna take the first shot. You come in with 16, but you gotta wait.
Wait, what? Wait, really quick. Was it one person who fired 16, or I thought a couple of them let off rounds?
No, him alone, 16.
And then everybody, all of them, so 16 plus. We actually have
16
plus.
He
But
was
for
the
him-
one that continued to empty his clip.
And this was the question I asked before, why we really need to go to trial. Where did his 16 bullets go? Were they firing past him? Because I know he wasn't a dead-eye shooter. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all hit all
But
in
she
the
was
chest.
already in the hallway. You walk in, boom, officer down. Because only one went in, officer down. Okay? He got on his thingy. He probably said officer down, whatever.
Right.
Because he clearly saw the two of them right there. He started shooting.
And they heard the shot. Yeah.
Okay,
shots
so
in.
now they
Shot
came in. So a
in.
couple seconds went by when they come in.
He
Now,
didn't say I'm hit, so obviously
Course.
they're reacting to the
right.
fact that the
You're
cops-
reacting, but you ain't hear no other shots. It wasn't like you heard the shots from him. You didn't hear it from the other side. As soon as you walk in, what do you see? You see the girl at the end, but you don't see no girl with a gun. They all go through the same damn training where they got to assess the room. You should be able to tell that she has a gun or not, and you know she ain't shooting at nobody. So what you shooting for? You should have been like, freeze, hands up.
Hey, quick question. Did they say the lights were on? Because I missed that in there.
I wasn't sure if they.
I don't know if the lights were on when they busted in. And two, and not to play to anybody's favor, his or hers, everybody, once the shot is recorded in his head, everything is a opposition, a bad guy. You if a little kid popped up in the hallway, thank God know what happened. That would have been smoked too.
No, if the little kid popped up in the hallway, then the little kid would have died.
But that's my point. Everybody who got smoked, anybody on that side of the table was getting gunned.
Yeah.
So he was just letting off.
So then basically, if a little kid was in the hallway and then he got popped, y'all would have said it was justified. The kid had no weapon. He just walked into the hallway.
It's just more lines. Again, we go back to training because you look at it from this standpoint. Not too long ago, there was a gentleman who was mentally disabled with a fire truck in his hand. You had the worker laying flat, hands in the air, letting the cops know that he is an escapee from the mental hospital. It is a fire truck toy in his hand, and the guy on the ground when his
That was the
hands
mental health
up
guy,
was
yeah.
the one who got shot.
Yeah, that was the man. Yeah.
So I mean, like, you're on the ground, hands raised up. You're not making any movements. You're speaking loudly and clearly. You're letting them know he was an escapee. This is my name. This is my credentials. Look me up. It is a fire truck in his hand, and he still gets shot. It goes to let you know that the officers that are the people who are being hired for police officers are not ready to handle stressful situations.
Obviously not.
But that's what they look. It's been reported bad. Crump is not handling any of the people protesting or whatever it is. That is part of the reason why they're protesting. They want that type of change. That type of change takes place in two fronts. You have to have somebody in there writing these rules and has to be elected on. Go vote. Go vote again. Please put your mail-in ballots in and everything. And all the local stuff matters more than anything. And then you need to have the people out there pushing it on the outside in the forefront. The protesters, not the people burning and doing all that stuff, but people out there really making sure
Well, that means you have to get rid of celebrities too, because again, they got so much pull and power with their words that they, hand out misinformation. Again, like you're telling people this poor girl was murdered in her sleep, and we were all believing that she was asleep, and the chick was in the hallway.
That's because they were getting the same
Then
bad
all
info.
of a sudden, she woke up because she heard, no. Why would you hear gunfire and you gonna walk outside and get killed? Like, that don't even make any sense. And for everybody else talking about, well, she's a part of the drug ring too. That doesn't even matter. That doesn't matter if she had a history of fuddling money or doing whatever with the ex-boyfriend. That doesn't matter because, again, she was unarmed. You have a cop who shot 16 rounds and hit her 8 times. 6 times, 8 times, damn. She dead. And she wasn't armed. But that same cop is going to still be out there?
Yep.
Could be in a different town?
Yep.
So how do I feel safe? How do you feel safe knowing that you're trigger happy? Because at any point, something could pop off and then you ready to shoot. Motherfucker don't even know what you shooting at. You heard one shot. Then you heard other shots, but they were coming from your fellow officer. Nobody was shooting at you. And then you're going to sit here and tell me that it was justified. How do you justify shooting a woman who's unarmed and she didn't shoot at you? The boyfriend did. But you take the boyfriend in cuffs. And then, sir, how do you justify lying on your dead girlfriend that she was the one shooting? Oh, so
Well, he
you really
recanted.
didn't love her. Obviously. Because why would that come out your mouth? And to the family, y'all better look at Kenneth sideways. Because what real man, would just let his girl stand there and take bullets? A coward. I'm done. I'm like so aggravated.
I thought you were